Hi folks, this is Dr. John Ryan Baker. I'm a chiropractic doctor in Longview, Texas, and tonight is the night that Mr. Obama is scheduled to speak before Congress, and some have billed it as his final argument for health care. You know, as far as I can tell, Mr. Obama was put in office to address three issues: the economy, getting out of Iraq, and three is reform of health care insurance, and making it affordable to millions of people. There's around 47 million people without health care insurance. They're not philosophically opposed to health care, they just can't afford it. They don't have enough money to afford the insurance cost. You know, in the past, leaders have been judged not whether or not they won or lost every battle, but how they performed, whether or not they put all their efforts, if they fought their hardest for a noble cause, whether or not they were ready to put the ultimate sacrifice on the line for something they believed in, and whether or not they were honest with their followers. I don't know if the date 090909 will be auspicious for the administration, but I know what will not be auspicious, and that's if he comes off as flip-flopping on health care, whether or not it looks like he's made concessions, watered down, made compromises to the point where it's really not a reform at all. Like I say, there's millions of people who have put him in office with the notion that he's going to be a reform person who's going to offer change and hope. Here's his chance to offer change, and we're hoping he does the right thing. You know, in the past there's been a lot of leaders who maybe have lost ultimately, but they're viewed as heroes. Hannibal lost, he's seen as a hero. Spartacus led the gladiatorial revolution against Rome, but he lost, but he's seen as a hero. And certainly all the guys that died in the Alamo are seen as heroes even though they lost their life. Why? Because they gave their ultimate sacrifice, their life. They fought as hard as they could for a noble purpose, and they were honest guys. So here's the chance for Mr. Obama to be a hero and to step up and do the right thing. You know, if he does the right thing, even if he loses, people will have to look and say, you know, at least he's a heroic guy. He did the best he could, fought as hard as he could for the American public who are suffering without health care insurance. You know, they supposedly have the right of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. There's not much life if you've got terminal cancer. There's not much liberty if you're confined to your bed at home because you can't get out because you're so sick. And there's not much happiness if you're in chronic pain from cancer or you're terminally ill. So those rights are contingent on and based on the right of health. I believe we have a right of health and a right to health care. The Republicans seem to believe that it's only a privilege. It's a privilege for the wealthy folks. Basically, to the 50 million without insurance, they're saying get sick and die, which is the modern equivalent of when Marie Antoinette in France was told the poor don't have bread. She said, let them eat cake. Well, we see what happened to Louis and Marie Antoinette when that approach was taken. Tonight's the time to man up, Mr. President. Go out there, fight as hard as you can, but do so promoting the original principles that put you in office, not some watered-down compromise with the Blue Dog Democrats and the Republicans. We need health care. God bless you. Bye-bye.